Yeah.
However, what we want to do to start the show is talk about it's a new but old Drunkards project. So Gary, we've got Gary online. Now Gary is of this parish. Are you there, Mr. Mitchell?
I am indeed, yeah. I'm of this parish because I wasn't back in 1979. So, this album, it's World Drunkards Day on the 10th of September, and it's called Somewhere in Britain. It'll be out on that day. Basically, in 1979, we did this script collection called Somewhere in Britain, and that got us an entree into writing for the BBC, writing comedy. This is getting on for nearly 50 years ago, 45 years ago. So, as part of the legacy project with the Drunkards, Jack Peterson drew together various recordings that were on that script collection from different periods in the group's history, because they're not functioning anymore, and put them all together for this album. So it'll be available on September the 10th. So that's basically the genesis of it, because it was like the breakthrough script thing that we did. But they've always subsequently been recorded in different places and times. Does that explain it very well, or am I wobbling on?
You're wobbling on as usual, but it seems it is coming across. What we do need to do is say that the album can be picked up from Gary Mitchell with 2Ls.co.uk, don't we?
Yes, indeed. www.garymitchell.co.uk. The Drunkards and myself, indeed, as a member, will be announcing it on on Facebook, social media at the time. Anyone needs any problems, you know where to find me. You can just message me, and I'll do it on there. But it's really kind of the estate putting together bits. I mean, Jack realised that there was enough stuff out there to make a CD of some of the best bits that we had recorded.
Yes.
You know, I mean, you've got 30-odd script thing.
You've got 30 scripts, but the CD itself is 18 tracks worth, and it's picking and choosing from those 30 scripts, basically.
Well, it was literally quite easy for him to do, because all he had to do was look at the ones we'd actually recorded, and it kind of all fitted very, very well. And I think he got me up to Wimborne to do a couple of overdubs. I can't remember what ones it was. Oh, yes, it was Cloning Around. I did do a couple of overdubs on Cloning Around, because we had to do a bit of AI on that one. But yes, so that's it. So Andy and I will do overdubs every now and again on various bits and pieces. But there you go. Apart from that...
I was going to ask about
Cloning Around. Go on, Tim.
We're not going to play it because it's 8 minutes long, but it did sound... Certain elements of it did sound AI-ish, and you've just admitted that you had used a bit of AI to make some of the voices. It's just that awkward monotone you get from a computer.
Well, that was the point. It was called Cloning Around. It was about clones. So we wanted it to sound exactly the same. And it's the classic example of something like, 50 years ago you have these ideas, and then suddenly, 50 years on, different century, the technology's there to do it.
Yeah. What we've picked, or the track I've picked to play to start with, is Waiting, which is track 4 on the album, but script 8, which is really confusing, because the script list is the script numbers, which start at 3 and go to 30, and yet the album's an 18-track album. So I've had to go through manually right on the track numbers, which is fun.
Well, there is a reason for that, because that's the order the actual scripts were on the original script collection.
Yes.
So that the decision was taken to do it. I mean, there's simply no way they could all be realised, because you'd end up with a 2-3 CD thing. You got to manage these things. So that was kind of like that was the way that was kept on stuck there. So yeah, you're playing Waiting. Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah. So let's hear it.
And I'll come back after. And I'll tell you all about how it came about.
Sweet. Nice one.
And so my life is darker now, for I have lost the light that you shined in my life, as if somehow you made me into something new. And all the while I'm driven mad by, come on mate, there's plenty more, where she came from. It's just so sad. How can they blatantly ignore the fact that I love you with all the strength that I possess, and more? But their minds are like a blank brick wall. Yet even you, dear, doubt that I could love you as I say I do, but I would sell my soul to buy some happiness to give to you. And that is why I went when you had said I was not that what you sought. I saw your pain and took my cue to leave, although I was distraught. But I cannot deny my love for you, and now it's part of me, for our souls match as hand in glove. For love I've no immunity. And I will wait, my love, for you, as I have waited these 3 years, until you see my love is true, and you can overcome your fears. Until you know how much I care, until you trust at last in me, until that day I'll have to bear the pain that others cannot see.
There we go. That was Waiting, and originally written by Andy Batchelor.
Indeed, yep.
And Gary's here to tell us a little bit about it. Nice little poem there.
Well,
packing intro.
Indeed. I mean, obviously, you got a whole starvation of poets in tonight, and Andy is a really good poet. So this album is actually quite poetry heavy, because poems are something that you can realise fairly easily. So quite a lot of them stuff is his poems. So yeah, it's Andy's poetry at the time was very personal about his personal circumstances, and I think that's probably all we need to say 50 years on, or 45 years on. But yes, and one of the ways, because obviously, you know, drunkards, we all grew up near Stratford-on-Avon, so doing a kind of Shakespearean way of doing it seemed to be a fairly good way of realising that particular track and that particular poem. You know, because Shakespeare used to write poetry. I don't know if you knew this.
Did Shakespeare write poetry? Do we know that Shakespeare wrote poetry? Is that an acknowledged thing, that Shakespeare wrote poetry? Do we know that? I'm getting nods. Yes. You can talk, guys. You know, we haven't introduced our guest yet.
I would expect Miss Cockerell to know this, because she's, you know, being an English teacher, you know, that's one of the first things they teach you, isn't it? You know,
Miss Cockerell can't hear you. There's only myself at the moment that's actually got the headphones on.
Oh right, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, you know, that's.
But then he took them off because I think he's got fed up of your voice already. I think.
Oh well, that's not nice.
I think what it is. That's
not true.
I think Mr. Mitchell talking about poetry is a bit. You know, the comic guy talking about poetry is the same as you doing some stand-up comedy. I think. CW.
He was all right
you
when
know.
he taught me poetry.
Are you saying I'm not funny?
I'm not. I'm saying you're not probably a stand-up comic.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see about that.
Yeah, CW can be very funny, but Shakespeare writing poetry in places, you know, day one, English teacher boot camp, they tell you that, and then they get you to go all those climbing frames and things, and try get your Lee Enfield and put 5 rounds rapid into a target.
Yes, thank you, Gary. I think we're going to move on. We've left it with Waiting there. I'm going to stick something else on later on, possibly because I found it quite amusing. The campaign for the legalisation of alcohol, but we'll see whether we get to squeeze that in. Appreciate that's a radio edit of the of that script, but so appreciate that it's been edited for radio. But we'll hopefully hear more from the Drunkards later.
Hopefully you will do. And don't forget, kids, all the money you get, you pay for this CD is not one of our charity releases. This actually goes to helping us live in the south of France, in the vineyard.
Very good. So again, GaryMitchell.co.uk. Gary Mitchell is all one word, with 1 T and 2 L's in Mitchell.co.uk.
Hell at the end of it.
And just look for the Drunkards.
Indeed.
Great. Thanks,
okay.
Gary. See you in a month or so time when we're back on this show.
Yeah, when I'm out of quarantine, I'm recovered. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice one.
It shouldn't be infectious anymore. Then just make sure those pirates behave themselves. I know what they're like.
No promises.
We've got a good starvation here. We've got the crisps out ready to tease them, so we should be okay.
Thanks a lot. See you all soon, guys. Bye.
Bye then.